Hey, what is up, everybody? This is the great Puckettini, and I want to present to you the Arkansas Razorbacks top 10 versus the Arkansas State Red Wolves. And I just want to make a point that this is based on grades only. This is not necessarily who led us in catches or led us in tackles. It's just based on grades only. So whether they played one play or they played 100, I took the top grades in the top 10. But actually, I have a top 11 this time because two of them were so close. I went ahead and added them on there, and they're both young guys, so I wanted to give them some praise as well. So let's check it out, see what we got. So number 11, like I just told you, 10 plus 1, is left tackle Kevion Broussard from New Iberia, Louisiana, by way of Ole Miss. Now, Broussard is our backup left tackle, and think of this, when in the world has Arkansas had a backup left tackle that when they come into play, they grade out in our top 10 players, top 11. Okay, now that shows you the state their offensive line is in, thanks to Eric Mateos, Coach Pittman, Coach Petrino, how great of a job these guys are doing recruiting these guys. And Broussard graded out at 72.1 overall offense grade. He was a 77 in pass blocking, 71 run block grade, and so he had 4 pass blocks and he gave up 0 pressures and graded out at a 72.1%, which is a great job. There, Kevion Broussard. Glad you're at Arkansas. And, you know, he may be the guy that steps right in at left tackle for us next year. We'll see, but he's getting a lot of experience and doing a real good job. All right, number 10 was Ian Geffrard from Mableton, Georgia. He graded out at 72.8%. And these are two guys, or young guys, that have been here, Kevion did transfer, but they're young guys, and they were 72.8, 72.1, so I kept them both in here. So Geffrard here graded out a 72 tackle grade, 71 versus the run, 67 pass rush. He did a real good job of pushing the pocket and getting in the quarterback's face. And that's what they need to do with Raynor for Arkansas State, because he was a little bit shorter, 6 foot tall, so get back here in his face. Geffrard did a good job of that. He did have 1 QB hit, and he had 2 tackles, and they were both stop tackles. And if you don't remember, a stop tackle is when it's a tackle that stops a drive. It could be 3rd down, 4th down. If it makes them punt or they turn the ball over on downs, that's a stop tackle. So Andrew Geffrard had a really good game for us. Great job. Very good. All right, number 9, tight end Andreas Pasaki, or Puska, I think is how you actually say his name. He is from Denmark by way of UNC Charlotte. He graded out as a 73 offense grade, and he's on here for the second time in 2 weeks. So great job here by Mr. Paskey, however you say his name. And he was a transfer, so great job Arkansas picking him up. He had graded out at 78 in the pass game, 78 receiving grade, and then he had 1 catch for 14 yards. So very good job by Andreas. All right, number 8 is cornerback Julian Neal from San Francisco, California, by way of Fresno State. He graded out at 73.5% grade. This is wonderful. You know, think back to last year. We didn't have a lot of defensive backs have very good games, so this is really big for Julian to be on our top 10. He graded as 84 tackle, 73 coverage, 68 run defense. He had 7 tackles, 3 assists, and 2 stop tackles. Now, those 2 stop tackles, like I said, are stop drives, so very big plays there. And he gave up 5 catches on 8 targets, 5 catches on 8 targets, which is about a 60% completion percentage, which, you know, is good. If you keep them down to that, that's a pretty good job. So great job here by Julian Neal. Very good game for us. Very good job. Glad you chose Arkansas. All right, number 7, right tackle Shaq McCroy. He's from Bessemer, Alabama, by way of the Oregon Ducks. He graded out at 74% on offense. He graded out 75 in the pass blocking game, 73% run blocking. He gave up 0 pressures on 4 pass blocks. So very good job there, Mr. McCroy. And it's great. He's getting some experience there. I think he played 9 or 10 plays. Like to be more. He might have played more. But, you know, I remember Pittman just said that he hadn't played a lot of football. He redshirted Oregon. So he hadn't played in a while back since high school. He just hadn't had a lot of experience, and it'll be his time pretty soon. You know, he's really slimmed up and getting in good shape, looks like, and doing a real good job. So really excited to see him on here at number 7. All right, number 6, once again, is linebacker Wyatt Simmons from Searcy, Arkansas, by way of Harding Academy. And he graded out at 74, very good grade for him. He graded out at 76 in tackling, 74 versus the run. He had 1 tackle, 1 assist, and then 1 stop tackle. So, Wyatt Simmons, and he's only here for the second week in a row. So Travis, Coach Williams, T. Will, shouldn't be concerned about putting him in the game when it matters. We know that he's a good player that can come in and produce when he's in there. So we're in SEC competition. That's a great thing. So, Wyatt really just needs some more playing time. But it's hard to take out Stephen Dix, who was in the top 10 you'll see in a minute. And then Sorey's such a playmaker, makes so many plays. But we should not be scared to play Wyatt Simmons. Hopefully he's on some of these special teams as well. I think I've seen his name on there. Doing a great job, so keep it up there, Wyatt Simmons. And your time's coming too, man. You're doing a great job. All right, number 5, speaking of the devil here, is linebacker Stephen Dix Jr., one of my favorite players. He's from Orlando, Florida, by way of Marshall. He graded out at 75 grade overall on defense. This guy plays with a lot of fire and emotion. He's got his fist balled up and he's ready to fight out there. And I don't mean a fist fight. I mean just ready to fight in football language. He graded out as a 72 coverage grade, 71 versus the run, 68 tackle grade. He did have 1 quarterback hurry. He had 9 tackles, 1 assist, and 5 stop tackles. So Stephen did a great job out there. Stephen Dix Jr., heck of a linebacker, doing a great job for us. And that's why I say it's hard for Wyatt Simmons and Andrew Harris to get out there because Dix is playing so well and Sorey makes so many plays, but Sorey hadn't graded out as well. But anyway, we should not be scared to put out Simmons or Harris, as you'll see here in a minute. Harris will show up here in a little bit. So Stephen Dix Jr., great job. Glad you are at Arkansas. Now, number 4, another transfer, cornerback, Kenai Walker. I always say his name wrong, but it's Kenai Walker from Atlanta, Georgia, by way of Oklahoma. He graded out at 78% grade, very good grade. He had graded out 80 in the 80 tackling, 78 coverage grade. He had 3 tackles, 1 assist, and 2 stop tackles. He had gave up 3 catches on 6 targets, so that's just 50%. So very good job there by Kenai. Very good game. And he also had 2 passes broken up. So very good job for him. And I think it's real important for Arkansas as games coming up that we got to, and we played a lot of tighter coverage versus Arkansas State. We weren't given a lot of cushion. And, you got to tighten it up and not give easy throws because these offenses that you see now, those easy throws, man, they'll eat you alive. You got to get up and cover and get on people. And Kenai and Julian Neal both did a real good job of that, getting up and not giving a lot of cushion. And but when we do that, we got to get good pressure, and we did this game. Rhodes had some good plays. Phillip Lee, I hope Phillip's okay. He had several. I think he had 2 sacks. Rhodes had a sack or 2. So, but they can't do. They got to get pressure. And Kenai and Julian Neal, good covers. They all had good games. So great job here by Kenai Walker. Glad you came to Arkansas. All right, number 3, like I said, is linebacker Andrew Harris from Orlando, Florida, by way of Central Florida. He graded out at 80% on defense overall grade. He was 77 versus the run, 73 tackle grade, and he had 1 assisted tackle. And he didn't have a lot of stats, only played just a few plays, but when he was in there, he was where he was supposed to be, doing what he was supposed to do. So, and the coaches, Coach Pittman said, he played his way into playing time a little bit in the scrimmages and stuff. So, young man's doing a great job, and glad to see him playing well. But he graded out 3rd highest overall on the team. So, yeah, we should not feel scared to put him in. Let him get him in there and let him play. So, good job there, Andrew Harris. All right, number 2 was, everybody was wondering where this guy was last week, was tight end Rohan Jones from Montreal, Canada, by way of Montana State. It's funny, he graded out at 88% on offense, which is his number. Very, very high grade. He graded out 90 in the pass game. He had 2 catches for 74 yards and a touchdown. He also he had 2 targets on him, and he caught both targets this week. And, I think Coach Pittman said they had targets for him last week against Alabama A&M, but he just couldn't get out. It just wasn't open. It wasn't there. So, they're trying to give him the game. They know what kind of talent this guy has. I mean, he's the best tight end we've had. He's better than the Haas. I don't think he did anything versus Ole Miss. And I like the Haases. I thought he was real good, but I think we upgraded the tight end position this year for sure with Rohan and Platt and then Pashka. So we got 2 tight ends here in our top 10. So very good job there. We've definitely gotten better at that position, even though people are all up in arms. We lost the brothers to Ole Miss, the tight end Haas, which is a really good player. I hope he does well, but hey, we got better. So, you just got to wait and see what happens. All right, so great job. Rohan Jones, man, that was a great play, and I look for him to do even more, better and better. He's a matchup nightmare for defense coordinators. What are you going to cover him with? Put a corner in there. You got a linebacker, safety. He can put a corner in and we can run the ball. Linebacker, safety, he's faster than them probably or can get open. So, very tough cover there. All right, number 1. That's quarterback K.J. Jackson from Montgomery, Alabama. He graded that as a 92 on offense overall. And I see now why Bobby Petrino said, hey, we don't have to go out and sign a quarterback when Taylor Green leaves, is we've got him right now. And I mean, KJ, wow, this guy just plays well every time he steps foot on the field. Very good player. I mean, led a huge drive there. I mean, he just looks good all the time. Very good player. Very glad we have him. Great recruiting this guy and getting him here from Alabama. I mean, he's a heck of a player now. He graded out 91 in the pass game, 65 in the run game. He was 3 of 3 for 70 yards and a touchdown pass. He had 100% completion percentage. He had a 118.8 passer rating, and he led the team on that 99-yard touchdown drive. I heard some people say they were surprised when Arkansas subbed in right there, but the game was getting late. You want to get these guys in. And he come in that 99 at the 1-yard line, and he led them all the way down for touchdown. Just a great drive. Had a lot of backups in there, a lot of guys. And you see what kind of job Arkansas has done recruiting and signing transfers. They've got players. They're loaded. And I'm coming out, and I'm telling you, Arkansas should be ranked in the top 25. I said what I said, and I will keep saying it until I'm proven wrong. Now, I think they should be in the top 25. Now, they're playing a tough team, Ole Miss, that I think went into Kentucky and won. They are ranked in the top 25. They're in the top 10. So we got to go to Ole Miss. Tough game next week. But we got to understand that if you go in there and you don't win it, I mean, I'm expecting us to go in there and win it now. But, hey, I mean, just because you lose a game in the SEC don't mean you shouldn't be in the top 25. I would love to play some of these teams. I think I saw Iowa State or something. I'd love to play Iowa State. I mean, they got them ranked 17. Man, bring them on to Arkansas. We'll go there and play them. I think they're coming to Arkansas State. I mean, my goodness. We got to wake up, man. These people that vote on this top 25, it's crazy. I mean, I'm sorry, but there's a lot of SEC teams that should be ranked up there in that top 25. And just because Alabama got beat by Florida State's going to be pretty daggone good, man. Remember, before they lost that quarterback, they were in the championship game. Or should have been. They got cheated there. They didn't get put in it. But anyway, I mean, man. Arkansas should be in the top 25. I truly believe that. And I'll keep believing it. And, hey, I was so glad to see Trey Biddy's video today. He talked about War Memorial and thought it was just a great venue. It is, man. And if we're not careful, we're going to lose a lot of the fans on the southern end of Arkansas here because we can't get up there and see it in Fayetteville. That's an all-day drive. You almost have to spend the night if you go up there. People can't afford that. So think about all the fans down here. Barnhill, I saw, they told the story. I didn't know it, that Arkansas played in Memphis a couple times because he wanted to get down south to where all the fans were, And, man, you're going to lose a lot of people down here if, and that's going to hurt Arkansas. They won't sell out that stadium all the time. I know everything's about money right now, but, I mean, you ought to at least try to keep a game in Little Rock and a good game. I think that was huge, us playing Arkansas State there. That was a huge thing to do, and I think they got to find a way somehow to get down there and play. But anyway, I know everybody thinks everything should be in Fayetteville, and that's good too, but I just think we're skating on thin ice there. But anyway, man, hey, great job by the Arkansas Razorbacks, Coach Pittman, Coach Petrino, Coach T. Will, all of them, man, did a great job. Arkansas played very well, won 52-17. They were only picked to win by like 23 points, so they went way over that, won by 35. So great job. There's no question in the game who was the better team. And Arkansas's got a good team, guys. Wake up. We've got a good team, and I think we should be in the top 25. And that's all I got, guys. If you like this video, please hit that thumbs up button, and please subscribe. I'm been doing videos every day. On the next video I'm going to make is a highlight video of the Arkansas State-Arkansas game. May come out tonight, may come out tomorrow. Now, I'll also be watching, too, at the end of this video, I'm going to post videos of some of the breakdowns I had of each of these guys before the season started when we signed them. And you can watch that, too, and see if I'm right or wrong. And I told you these guys are good players. Told you that we're bringing in great players. And so just keep coming back for more. So subscribe, and it'll give you notifications of when I'm posting videos, and you won't want to miss them, I promise. I know what I'm talking about. Been in football for a long time, coached for 15 years, and I think I know what I'm talking about. So please hit that thumbs up. Please subscribe, and come back for more. Come back. Leave me a comment. If you saw I said something wrong, mispronounced the name or something, tell me about it. I love to talk football. And thanks so much. I got to go back over here to stop my video. I just remembered. And here was the coaching staff here. I was looking at that earlier. I don't know. I guess I was. But anyway, but thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. And see you later. See you soon. And as always, go Hogs.